We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Austin Bats.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the carry.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Richardson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
56, Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's sneaky, guys. Watch out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
It's 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now left side on the swing pass. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And it's third down.
Off the play fake. Freeman. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
56.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, McNeil. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, McNeil. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
24 is the mic.
On first down, McNeil. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Off play action. Freeman. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
To throw on 2nd down. Freeman flushed out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Penny. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Fielded just inside the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 41. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Operating from the gun, Freeman. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Courtland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Michael Dixon to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. For a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. First throw now for the backup Lock. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down, Freeman. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Freeman. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. They set up the screen to Penny. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And he finds Penny. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Penny. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 3rd down. Freeman escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
At the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
And that'll set him back 5. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll escape to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Burns drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking to throw on second down. Freeman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he finds Cook. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. False start's going to push them back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he fields it cleanly. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Austin as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 82 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now it's Connor. It fights through one man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down at the
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room because I just delivered.
Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's true. Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A gain there of 21 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On the run, it's Penny. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Gain of 17 yards.
This is Penny. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far. and it's cost them.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Penning. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being